Hi folks and friends on YouTube, thanks for being here. I'm Still Dreaming is my channel, and in this video I want to share a couple of things. So this is that shelf that I found yesterday at the Goodwill bins. So I cleaned it with a rag, soapy water and a rag, and then I spray painted it. I actually had to put 2 coats of white spray paint, and then I mounted it. I mounted it to the wall, and so this is to help keep my daughter's toiletries more organized. And we're 4 adults here in our house, and so we share this. We have 2 bathrooms, but one of the bathrooms on the other side, the shower is not working right now. So we basically use this shower, the 4 of us, um, um, to use this bathroom to shower. There's 4 adults. So to help keep the bathroom a little more, organized, this shelf is gonna work, and it's gonna be my daughter's shelf to keep her things, um, just organized right there for her. So I just wanted to show you that's how it came out. I put a little hand towel down here to absorb any water that might come off of the shampoo and the conditioner, the bottles. Basically, when she uses whatever she needs to and puts it back, it's probably going to be wet. So I put that towel there to absorb the excess water. So I wanted to share that, and so now we're going to walk this way. I also wanted to I wanted to show you how this blouse came out. I found this blue lace at yesterday too. And this is the blouse that I was talking about. That's the blouse that I was talking about. And it had an elastic bottom. So I took the elastic off. And then I decided I didn't want to just hem it, because it would have made the blouse too short for me. So my solution to the problem was just to add this blue lace to the bottom of it. So that's what it looks like. It took me a little while. It was kind of tricky. I had to be I had to be really patient with the whole process. But so that's the finished look of that. And then I wanted to show you something that I haven't shared before, and that's my little garden area that I have here in the front yard. So this is this is what I came up with. So the flex here is I used everything that I had around the house. So that vintage gas can, that 76 vintage gas can, that's been in our Quonset hut for years. So I brought that out, and I used bricks for a riser to lift it up. This was a shovel, but God only knows how old this shovel is, but we had 4 shovels, and 2 of them were shot out. So we threw the 2 worst shovels into the fire pit in the backyard, and so the wood handles burned away, but the shovel metal part, that didn't burn. So I'm using it right there just to use it. I mean, I had it, and so then I had these little mushrooms that I got a long time ago at the Dollar Tree, and then I repurposed this brick, that little scalloped brick. I only had one. I don't even know where it came from, but it's been in the backyard for years. So I brought that here, and then the tire. Honestly, this tire's been in our backyard for years and years, and I thought it might work here, and so it kind of does. I'm going to paint something on this little sign. I just don't know what. I want to think of something to say. I don't know. I'm not sure. So that's why that sign is there, but there's nothing on it. I'm going to paint something on it. I'm not sure what. Welcome. I don't know. And then these are the plants that I have here. Some succulents. I have some rosemary, and there's a lot of rocks around here where we're at. So I tried to use rocks, big rocks that I found here in the front yard and in the backyard, and I grouped them here in the front. Here's the other shovel, shovel that we burned the handle, the wood handle, but so there's two of those, and then here's another plant. I still got the price tag on that one. I had some random not bricks. I don't know what I'm not sure what they call those bricks. I had like 3 random ones. There's some more rocks. Now this wheelbarrow, again, something we've had in the backyard for I don't even know how many years. God only knows how many years. The wheel came off. See, there's no front wheel, but that's okay. It's just, it kind of went with the aesthetic here. So, and then my husband Robert, he drilled holes down at the bottom of the wheelbarrow for drainage. So for right now, I just have this shrub. And then here's another pretty flowers plant I got at the Home Depot. And then I have my neighbor gave me these, and we planted them right there. Now the bike, believe it or not, not even a couple of months ago, I guess about a month and a half ago maybe, somebody left this bike just on the side of the road over there by that chain link fence, and it was just tossed there. One morning we came out and it was just there. So I told my husband Robert to bring it over here, and so I put it right here, and it was cute. It's a cute bike. It wasn't drivable. The alignment's off. I don't know what, but it's not really in shape enough to actually use it as a bike, but it works well here. It fits the aesthetic perfectly. And then it had this basket, so I just put this shrub inside the basket. So that's the look that I came up with. So apart from the flowers and the shrubs that I bought, apart from what I paid for that, I didn't pay anything else for the rest of it. So I'm just showing this to give anybody an idea. Maybe you can recycle things and repurpose things that you have in and around your house to create a landscape look, that type of thing. Then I have this little bird bath thing. I just put it on one of those bricks there. That's solar powered, And then I have a combination of peppermint and a tomato. A tomato plant grew out of this. I wasn't trying to grow a tomato plant. I was just trying to transplant the mint. See, this is mint right here. But I ended up putting food scraps in for like compost along with the potting soil, and I guess there was enough tomato seeds in my kitchen scraps. It sprouted a tomato. It sprouted a tomato plant. So it's a combination tomato / mint. Isn't this cute? This little birdhouse. Isn't that cute? I got that off of TikTok. I guess there's some spiders living in there because I can see some little tiny spider webs. It's not big, see? Look at my hand. It's about the size of my hand. So then, one other area I wanted to share was coming this way through my side gate, and that's this. So we have a tortoise. He's not here right now. I don't know where he's at actually. But this is a tree stump. This was an orange tree that we had when we first moved here, when we first moved into the house, which was in 2000. So that was 26 years ago. And the first 10 years or more, 10 to 12 years, we had this giant orange tree in our backyard, and we got quite a few years of very delicious oranges. But it finally died, and so we cut it and pulled the stump out. And my son, I asked him to bring it here. So this is our tortoise. We have a red-footed tortoise that we've had since 2013, and he goes down in there underneath. So this is kind of his little sanctuary spot. So now you see how I use these broken bricks. I just put broken bricks here so I could balance these little flower pots on top. And then I have a little collection of different tortoises, turtles. And then I made this sign. I'm spoofing on the stump. So instead of it saying that Gaspar, he's our tortoise. So instead of saying Gaspar's old stomping grounds, I put Gaspar's old stumping. Get it? Not stomping, but stumping. So I have to finish. I'm going to put some little pink flowers around the sign to add a little more color to it. See, this was a sign I found. I see the back of it. It says Hawaii on it. So I just turned it around, reversed it, and I painted that. So yeah, and then I found these rocks in town. You know, sometimes you go into town and you find these little painted rocks, and they say to take. Look at this one, says keep or rehide. Post a pic on Facebook. Found painted rocks. That one I found. Another time I found this one. Be the Light. Made by Mecca. Kindness Rocks. Hashtag Kindness Rocks Project. And then this cute one. See? Mecca Rocks. I found this one another time. So, okay, I'm going to close my video now. I just wanted to share that with you. Just to say, you know, you can decorate with things and not have to spend a lot of money. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.